So this has probably been in the works for a while. It's been rumored for a while, and now it's finally official that Citi ThankYou points are transferable to American Airlines. Back in 2021, Citi ThankYou points were transferable over to American Airlines for a very brief couple months, and then they discontinued it, and now it's official, it's permanent, it's a 1-to-1 ratio transfer, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to maximize this. My name is Max, and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. Remember to like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. So why in the world should you care that American Airlines is now a transfer partner of Citi ThankYou points? Well, American Airlines is a One World partner, and so that unlocks some more doors to be able to book One World flights through American Airlines. And American Airlines does have some really great redemption rates for it now with really low taxes and fees as well. So for example, Qatar QSuites in business class, you can book for 70,000 American airline miles from the US over to Doha. The same ticket would typically cost around $3,000 or $4,000 each way. If you value 70,000 Citi ThankYou points at a minimum baseline conservative 1 cent per point, that's $700 that you're going to be spending for a $4,000 flight, and the taxes and the fees are incredibly low as well. And so it's an incredible opportunity to redeem your Citi ThankYou points for maximum value. It just unlocks more doors, and when you have more options to redeem your credit card points, the more flexibility, the more options, the more value your credit card points will have. All right, so which cards actually transfer over to American Airlines? Well, there's 3 different cards. The Citi Strata Premier, which is a $95 annual fee, and the one that I recommend, the new Citi Strata Elite that launched a couple weeks ago, that's a $595 annual fee, and the old Citi Prestige, which is no longer available for application. And the reason why I recommend the Citi Strata Premier is that it earns 3 times points on air travel, restaurants, supermarkets, and gas, so it's a good all-around everyday spend card. The welcome bonus, there's a 60,000 Citi ThankYou point bonus after $4,000 spend, and the bonus has been as high as 80,000 points in the past, so maybe wait until you see the higher welcome bonus. There's other perks and benefits to it as well, but that's just like the main brief points about the Citi Strata Premier. And speaking of credit card bonuses, this is one strategy to hit minimum spend requirements pretty easily with Melio. If you're a business that pays a lot of vendors with checks or bank transfers, with Melio, you can pay those same vendors with your credit card and earn your usual credit card points, and your vendor still receives the usual checks or bank transfer. Setup is super easy, and yes, there's a 2.9% fee, but if you're strategic, say if you need to hit a $4,000 minimum spend requirement for that Citi Premier bonus, you'd pay $116 in fees, but you earn 60,000 Citi ThankYou points, which is worth more than that $116 fee. Plus you're maximizing cash flow by deferring payments, and you can take early payments discounts, avoid late fees, and still earn your credit card rewards. Melio also has a pay over time option that can help tackle any cash flow challenges that might come up, bank level security, and you can handle everything from your phone, even when you're traveling with the Melio mobile app. And the best part, your vendors don't need to sign up. They just get their checks or bank transfers like normal while you're racking up the credit card points in the background. You can sign up for Melio for free. The link is down in the description. Go to Melio, schedule your first payment, and start maximizing those welcome bonuses. And so now back to the video. I would actually skip the Citi Strata Elite because the annual fee on the Citi Strata Elite is $595, and I really don't think the perks and benefits are worth the additional $500 that it would cost for the Strata Elite. You're likely gonna earn more Citi ThankYou points from your everyday spend with the Citi Premier over the Citi Strata Elite. But that's just my opinion. Pick whichever one you want, because both of them would transfer over to American Airlines. Since you're able to transfer your Citi ThankYou points to American Airlines, what are the best redemptions with American Airlines? Well, I would say primarily focus on partner airlines, not American Airlines operated flights, and here's why. American Airlines dynamically prices their own operated flights, so it could vary depending on the demand, the cash price of the flight, and a variety of different factors. So American Airlines flights can vary in points price quite a lot. One day it could be 5,000 points, the next day it could be 20,000 points, and one day it could be 100,000 points, the next day it could be 175,000 points for a specific American airline flight. And so that's where it's like focusing on partner airlines, because partner airlines still have a fixed award chart for now. And the reason why I say for now is that American Airlines is due for devaluation, and the fixed award charts for partner flights on American Airlines website has been a really good sweet spot for the longest time. And now that Citi ThankYou points are able to transfer over to American Airlines, there's gonna be a flood of American Airline miles, and within the next year or so, American Airlines is due to devalue their partner award tickets. But nonetheless, right now, if you want to take advantage of some of these partner redemptions, what you could do is, like I mentioned, Qatar Qatar Airways, 70,000 American Airlines miles in business class from the US over to Doha. If you want to go to Africa or Asia, it's typically around like 5,000 points or 10,000 points additional if you want to connect into different parts of Africa or Asia and so on. And so that is always a good option. There's always Japan Airlines, which is a one world partner as well. 60,000 points in business class, 80,000 points in first class. If you find the award availability, Japan Airlines award availability for business or first class is pretty tough to find from the US over to Japan. And then there's Etihad, which is a special partnership with American Airlines, 70,000 American Airlines miles in business class from the US over to Abu Dhabi. And this one is particularly useful because Etihad doesn't really release a lot of award availability to other partner airlines. You can go try and book through Air Canada Aeroplan, but the award availability is very sparse over there. You're more likely to find Etihad award availability on the American Airlines website. And then if you want to do something a little bit more unique, Air Tahiti Nui is 40,000 in economy or 80,000 in business. What I would avoid though would be British Airways, because British Airways charges a ton in taxes and fees. Even on the American Airlines website, even with American Airline miles, you can look for like $700 to $1,000 in taxes and fees if you're flying in a premium cabin on British Airways when you're using American Airline miles. So those are just some partner redemption examples that are really good value, except for British Airways, that have low taxes and fees. As for the process of transferring points, it says the transfer times are typically 24 hours, but it can take up to 5 business days. Some have reported that they have received instant transfers. My transfers have been canceled twice. I'm not sure why. The names match on both accounts, so I have to kind of look into that more. And so you can assume that it's gonna be an instant transfer, but don't be surprised if it does take up to 24 hours. So just be aware about that. Comment below if you transferred some Citi ThankYou points to American Airlines and whether it was an instant transfer or if it took a while. So the bottom line of all this major change is that this really elevates Citi ThankYou points quite a bit higher. Now they have a domestic airline transfer partner and a good option to book one world partners. I think it's more competitive up there with Chase, American Express, and Capital One and Bilt. American Express, Chase, and Bilt are still the top credit cards that have the best transfer partners, but Capital One has been kind of iffy. And then like now with the Citi adding American Airlines, I think Capital One ends up in the bottom tier and Citi ThankYou points moves up a spot. Previously, Citi ThankYou points kind of lagged behind everyone, but not anymore. Definitely increases the value of Citi ThankYou points, especially since that there's no other way to transfer credit card points over to American Airlines other than through Citi. And for some future speculations, I don't know, it's like it's a new transfer partner. I highly doubt there will be ever a transfer bonus from Citi ThankYou points to American Airlines. I hope I'm wrong though, but I don't think that would ever happen. If bonuses do happen, I'm definitely gonna be dumping all of my Citi ThankYou points over to American Airlines just because how difficult American Airline miles are to earn with credit card points. I mean, you can go participate in the American Airlines program and go get the American Airlines credit cards and all that stuff to earn American Airline miles, but I much prefer to earn transferable credit card points that transfer over to American Airlines. And like I mentioned earlier, devaluation warning, American Airlines is due for devaluation, especially for those partner redemptions. And so keep a lookout for that. Take advantage of this while you can because it might not last forever because the current partner pricing seems a little bit too good to be true. So to recap everything we went over in this video, it's a permanent one-to-one transfer from Citi ThankYou points over to American Airlines. And you want to focus on those one world partners that you can book through American Airlines, like Qatar Airways, Japan Airlines, and some of those special partnerships like Etihad. And act fast because the devaluation most likely is going to be coming within the next 12 months or so. So comment below if you have any questions. Are you planning to get the Citi credit cards or not, just for the American Airlines transfer? Remember to hit the like and subscribe button down below. I'll put some more videos on the screen right now to help you maximize your points even further. Thanks for watching this far, and I'll see you guys in the next one.